Yo, hey Vincent. Hello. Okay, now I see people coming on. Figured I'd pop in on a little Wednesday afternoon live. We have some MLB action going on. I already hit my first premium play of the day in the MLB 1 o'clock game. No run first inning. Hey, those no run first innings, man. Whew. Cooking on the no run first inning. How's everybody doing? I can't really see who's here. So comment, let me know you're here. Okay, we'll start talking because I've been doing a lot of, hey, it's NFL time, right? I've been looking at some NFL stuff we're going to talk about today. Just stuff that I was going over, doing a little homework, doing a little research, doing a little stuff like that. It's time. It is time, baby. Show me you're here. Show me you're here. Give me a comment. Say, yo, Ben Dog, what it do, baby? Hey, what's up? Hey, can you tell me DSUL, is it Sewell? Josh Bradley in the building, baby. What it do, baby? JB. Wait, hold on a sec. Hold on, JB. Hold on, Josh Bradley. Josh Bradley's one of my card buddies. I got bored last night and I opened up a box of 2021, 2022 Court Kings, and I got this cool one that I almost just dropped, but it is beautiful. Pictures do it no justice. It's Ao DeSumo, and it's a rookie card. It's a level 4 rookie, which is really nice. They're very rare. Ao DeSumo, I don't know, like if it was a Josh Giddey or Jalen Green or a Cade Cunningham or a Scotty Barnes, would have been worth a ton of money. But I did start looking up Ao DeSumo, and they are saying about an Ao DeSumo third-year breakout. So we'll hold on to that one, probably get it graded. And then I hit this really cool one too. It's a Josh Giddey, so hard to see on this, called a Works in Progress. And one of my favorite cards. Nothing special, nothing crazy, but I like it. I'm going to get it graded. Hey, so we hit our first pick of the day on the Brewers Nats, no run first inning. Bang, bang. Okay. NFL. Well, actually, we have more action today in the MLB, which I was going to do another free play. I have a free play on my video right now on the Mariners. That game's at 4 o'clock. If you haven't told me your favorite pick, go over to the free play video. Tell me your favorite pick. We're doing shout out of the day, stuff like that. So later tonight, though, I was looking at the Cubs and Reds. I'm probably going to put this out on TikTok. 8:05 p.m. Eastern time. Cubs, Reds. The total is set at 10.5 runs. The total is set at 10.5 runs. And I'm going to go over that total. I'm going to go over that total. It seems like it's a little bit high, but I'm going to go over that total. Smiley's on the mound, 4.75 ERA. Brandon Williams is on the mound, 4.48 ERA. The over has hit between those two teams 8 out of their last 8. A perfect 8-8 between the Cubs and the Reds. The game has gone over the total. I'm going to do that. I'm going to bet that. I'm betting that for sure. So I have a couple more picks on the premium card today. It's Wild Wednesday, $14.99. If you want to get linked up with the Ben Dog, go hit me up. Go check the website. Select Benny as your handicapper. You know the deal. And today I'm also doing that MLB special for the rest of MLB 155. And that's the rest of the season, playoffs, and World Series. Red alerts, all that stuff. But first off, I want to pop on and say hi. I still don't know who's all in here. All right? So if you want to drop a comment and tell me you're here so we could talk, we're going to talk because I want to talk about NFL. First of all, and this is crazy too because I've been doing a lot of work and looking at futures. Right now is the perfect time for futures. It's time to start looking at futures bets, right? With Super Bowl winners, obviously the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Bills, and then things start dropping off a little bit. But Eagles, a couple teams like that, 49ers, stuff like that. But I've been looking at like these long shot teams, and I really zoned in on, I see more people are watching. Tell me you're here, please. Tells me who's watching, but it doesn't tell me who's watching. It tells me how many people are watching. It doesn't tell me who's watching. Hi, David. David Taylor's here. Hello. Hello, tell me you're here. Hi. What's up, Shame? Are you guys looking at NFL yet? Are you guys starting to look at NFL futures and stuff like that? For real. It's time. It's time. In a month, NFL is going to be here. It is time. The Hall of Fame game is about to be coming up. It is time to start looking at the NFL. Oh, I was going to talk about UFC a little bit this weekend too, with Sandhagen and so like Ricky Romero. Hey guys, what's up? What it do, baby? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, cool. But so I was looking at NFL futures, and I was just going through looking at some long shot stuff, and it's crazy that Cooper Kupp pulled that hamstring yesterday. It was like 2 a.m. I got the notification. I don't know when you guys got the notification, but I got the notification at around 2 a.m. that Cooper Kupp injured his hamstring. They don't know how much time he's going to miss. And it's funny because all day yesterday and even today, I have been looking at the Rams. Right? Okay. 2 years ago, Rams take it all. Right? Like, Rams have been good every single year. And then all of a sudden last year, Stafford is never healthy. Matthew Stafford was never healthy last year. Okay? Even when he was playing, he was never healthy. They have a good coach. Aaron Donald. They have some beast players. And then they have Cooper Kupp, who's unstoppable. So I start diving into the Rams' futures. Like a team that has been good. All of a sudden we forget about them with recency bias because last year they sucked. They stank, right? Everybody just sees the 49ers. They see Seattle with Geno Smith. They made the playoffs last year as well. Everybody automatically forgets about the Rams, okay? So you're looking at Rams futures plus 6,500 to win it all. You're looking at the Rams to win the division. Plus 1,000. Make some noise. I have some big. We could talk fantasy football all day, baby. I can talk fantasy football all day. Vincent will do stuff like that. And I also have this thing where I'm gonna do coming up on a live. I'm actually gonna see if Ghost Fix Jimmy wants to do it with me. Maybe this weekend, maybe next weekend. But I want to print out a list of win totals for every single team, right? Maybe me and Jimmy could do it. And then we'll go rapid fire. Bang, 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 bang. And we'll just rattle off over, under, over, under, over, 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 under, over, under, over, under. And then we'll kind of compare. Wow, I did not know that. I did not know you were P's picks. That makes me happy too. Okay. But yeah, I was thinking maybe we could do like a rapid fire. Me and Jimmy go live, something like that. But anyway, Rams, plus 1,000 to win the division. Rams, plus 4,500 to win the conference. Rams, plus 310 to make playoffs. I believe that it might be worth a little sprinkle. I do want it now. I do want to see what's going on with Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is that's the guy in the lineup. You know what I mean? He's the guy who they can never cover. Nobody can cover Cooper Kupp. So we do need to look at Cooper Kupp, but they have Aaron Donald. They have other people who on that defense. I love McVay. I think Stafford, hoping we're getting going to be healthy. Health matters. So, but I was looking at Rams as a long shot for some of these futures bets. Now, NFC South. Terrible division, right? We're expecting the NFC South to be the worst division in football. Can we agree on that? Is that what we're kind of expecting? Brady's gone. Saints, Derek Carr. Panthers, Bryce Young, first overall pick. Falcons, Ritter, Heineke. I do like the Falcons, though. They have a good young team. They draft Bijan. Kyle Pitts needs to be healthy. Drake London and Ritter looked good to me down the stretch. Sure. Oh no, absolutely, Vincent. Absolutely, Vincent. If we decide to do that, there will be a time announced, and that way we can make it an event. Right now, today, I'm doing just like this little weekly check-in thing that I'm starting to do, okay? Probably going to do it around probably Wednesdays, something like that. Just want to check in, say hello, show everybody that I'm a real person, because a lot of times I'm just the man in the box. Hey, Peter, we winning, baby. We off to that first pick of the day. Get the W on the no-run first inning. No-run first innings have been cashing. I'm telling you, if you want to jump on for the rest of my picks, I have more no-run first innings picks. Cashing them. I also have no-run first inning picks too, like other picks. But we are cashing them. If you're talking about the boys as in the Cowboys, I do want to talk about the NFC East too. Greg Brain, what it do, baby? If you haven't gone over to my video to tell me your favorite pick of the day, please do so. We have this is going to happen soon too. Look at this madness. 1, bang, 2, bang, 3, bang. There's going to be some nice giveaways. We're going to do it on a computer, and we're going to do like that random.org and randomize names, because there's no way that I'm cutting up all these names and numbers for shout out of the day giveaways. Zero chance. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. Telling you right now, I'm not doing it. So, sorry. Every time I see a comment, I get sidetracked, but don't stop commenting, because I want to know what you guys want to talk about too. And if you're just coming in now, we're talking about futures in the NFL, and I wanted to say hi, but mainly I wanted to talk about the Rams, because I was just looking at the Rams, possible sprinkle on the long shot. If you're looking at long shot teams that have been good, and now all of a sudden, because they were bad last year, we forget about them. The Rams are one of those teams. The Rams are one of those teams that I feel are worth a look. Are they the same team they were 2 years ago? Absolutely not. Do they have a good coach? Yes, they do. Do they have good players? Yes, they do. Okay? Aaron Donald, always in the running for defensive MVP, but it's just sick. Now, the 49ers, obviously, they look great, but we don't know who's going to be their quarterback. Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, Sam Darnold. All these people there to a quarterback. Who's it going to be? Does San Fran have a good team? Absolutely. CMC, George Kittle, everybody. It works. Debo, Nick Bosa, beast. Absolutely. Seahawks. I feel like Seattle Seahawks absolutely got better. Okay? And it's all going, hey, David, what it do, baby? Just doing my weekly check-in, saying hello, showing people that I am a real human being. So, Seattle Seahawks, they go out and draft Witherspoon in the first round. They draft Charbonnet, Charbonnet, whatever you want to call it. Potato, tomato. So they get better in the secondary, because they already have Tariq Woolen back there, who was a beast. I had him on my Dynasty Fantasy Football team. He was raking in interceptions game after game after game after game after game. Now he changed his name to Reek Woolen. Not Tariq Woolen anymore. Reek. Just Reek. R-I-Q. And Njigba. They draft Njigba, the number 1 overall wide receiver pick. They get Njigba. They get Witherspoon. They get Charbonnet. You're adding that to DK Metcalf. You're adding that to Tyler Lockett. You're adding that to their tight ends. Noah Fant, a couple other guys. And then you have Kenneth Walker already in the backfield. Then you have add Charbonnet to the backfield. What does Seattle's outcome depend on? Geno. Do we trust Geno Smith? in the NFC West for the Seattle Seahawks. 49ers, they're figuring out their quarterback situation. Rams, Cardinals, I have no faith in. I'm sorry, but I don't. I'm very disappointed. I have a lot of nice Kyler Murray rookie cards here, really good ones that I should have sold 2 years ago when he was hot and made like thousands of dollars. But instead, I'm a schmuck and I held on to them and they stink. Oh, the amount of money I lost on Kyler Murray cards by holding them is just disgusting. Need him to be better. Now I'm holding him forever. I'll just hold him forever. Hopefully he gets better. But Seattle, Geno Smith. Geno Smith was my fantasy football quarterback last year. Do we think Geno Smith can be good again? Because if Geno Smith can be good again, wouldn't surprise me if Seattle wins that division. Seattle to win that division is... Did I have it written down? Do I have it written down? I do not have it written down. Don't have it written down. But I know it's 49ers and it's Seattle, and then, Rams come in as a long shot, and then the Cardinals come in as an even more long shot. That's for sure. Now, NFC South. Falcons. No, I agree, Vincent. Geno Smith is a serviceable NFL quarterback. He showed it last year. But I have talked to a lot of people. I have listened to a lot of opinions. And all of a sudden, just came across my phone that Alvin Kamara is expected to be suspended. That's another stinker for the NFC South, which we're about to talk about. Alvin Kamara is suspended. That's another stinker. I listen to a lot of opinions. I watch a lot of stuff. I read a lot of stuff. Do a lot of research. And I've heard so many people say that they expect Geno Smith to go backwards, to regress. That's what I keep hearing. I'm not buying that. I'm not. I really am not. I think he has too many weapons around him, and if he does regress, then shame on him. He'll be done. But they add so many weapons to that offense. DK is a man amongst children. DK Metcalf bodies people out there. DK Metcalf bodies defenders out there. And then if you're going to double DK or triple DK, here comes Njigba, who they just draft, JSN. And Lockett has been great. And if not, then they have the backfield. Kenneth Walker and now Charbonnet. To me, I don't think Geno's going backwards. I really do not think Geno's going to go backwards. I like the Seattle Seahawks. Obviously, I like the 49ers. I still think that Rams have a potential sprinkle for a long shot. Well, obviously, Peter, that's a... Yeah, you're right. You're right. It does... The trenches are probably the most important part of the team. Offensive line, defensive line. We don't talk about the trenches enough. They get no credit. You know who gets the quarterback or the credit? The quarterback. And you know who gets the credit? The coach, whether it's good or bad. They blame the coach, they blame the quarterback. That's it. Nobody talks about the offensive line. Nobody talks about none of that. But yes, you are right. You are correct. If they don't have an offensive line and he's back there scrambling, that won't work. But I don't know. I feel like they have enough around Geno this year for him to stay going good. But moving on. NFC South. I think that it's going to be, I do believe that it's going to be the worst division in the NFL. I remember last year people were saying that the NFC East was going to be one of the worst divisions in the NFL. Remember that? Remember when the guys on ESPN, everywhere else, were talking about the NFC East being one of the worst divisions in the NFL. And then we saw Philadelphia Eagles lighting it up. Cowboys were good. Giants made the playoffs. Commanders, they're working on some things, but they weren't overly terrible. this year, the other thing about the NFC East is that I know that I'm an Eagles fan. I know they won the NFC East last year. I do expect them to win it again this year. But every year in the NFC East, well, that's what I'm here to talk about, Mark Nations. That is what I'm here to talk about, Mark Nations. What it do, baby? Listen, Falcons, plus 215 to win the division. Right now, the Saints are plus 120 to win the NFC South. Falcons are plus 215 to win the NFC South. Panthers are plus 400 to win the NFC South. Bucks are plus 800. I do like the Falcons, and I do think that the Panthers have potential as well. Falcons to make the playoffs, plus 105, and then the Falcons win total is set at plus 8.5. Over, under. I thought Falcons had a great draft. Well, obviously, Bijan, they go get that top running back, which I think is needed. They have Algier there. They go and get Bijan. I like the way that Ritter and London look down the stretch. Hopefully having a healthy Kyle Pitts coming back this year. Yes, I do think that the Falcons are going to surprise people. I think that the Falcons are, my pick right now currently would be the Falcons to take the NFC South. Right now, gun to my head, I'm taking Falcons to win the NFC South. Terrible division. I think it's wide open for anybody. Falcons. I don't have faith in the Saints. If the Saints prove me wrong, so be it. I just don't. I do like the Panthers too, David. I really do. I think Panthers could surprise somebody. I think they have a good wide receiver core. They go and get Thielen. They get draft Mingo. Miles Sanders comes down from Philly. They draft Bryce Young with the first overall pick. Yeah. I thought Panthers were, as a matter of fact, when CMC left the Carolina Panthers, when they got rid of CMC, first off, I thought it was over for them. But it wasn't. I felt like they were better, actually, without CMC. They had, what's his name? Freeman. One of those Devontaes or Deontaes were running. They were running good, too. They were good on fantasy football, too. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. So, yeah, Falcons, Panthers in the NFC South. Terrible division. I was looking at AFC Conference and NFC Conference to win the conference. Chiefs in the AFC plus 350 would be the number one pick, right? Then it's Bills plus 450. Then it's Bengals plus 550. Then it drops. After the Bengals, after those top three teams in the AFC to win the conference, there's a significant drop. Ravens plus 950. Jets plus 1,000. Stop right there. New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers goes to the New York Jets. He goes to the AFC. One goal in mind. Win a Super Bowl. He leaves Green Bay, who he's been with forever. And to me, I feel like that is a hard decision to make. To leave that team, to leave that fan base, and move on. Because they love their team. Green Bay loves their team. Aaron Rodgers has been there forever. But he leaves. He makes a decision to leave. He goes to the AFC. He crosses conferences. We saw Peyton Manning. Well, he didn't cross conferences, but anyway. So, but we see Aaron Rodgers crossing from the NFC to the AFC. He goes into a Jets team who, to me, has been drafting great multiple years in a row. They draft Sauce, Breece Hall. I know they just traded Elijah Moore, stuff like that. And then Aaron Rodgers comes in and he takes a pay cut too. Why? Why does Aaron Rodgers take a pay cut? Because he wants a better team around him. He wants to win a Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers is in New York to win a Super Bowl, whether it be this year or next year or a year after that, because I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think this is a one and done thing. I think, as a matter of fact, I saw that he said that recently, that it would be a disservice or whatever, that if he came there and only played for 1 year or something like that. So he plans on playing for a little while longer with the New York Jets. New York Jets to win the AFC plus 1,000. Worth the sprinkle? Do we think that's worth the sprinkle? I know the AFC has those 3 top teams. It's so hard to bet against the Chiefs. It is so hard to bet against the Kansas City Chiefs. To me, I feel like the Chiefs and the Bengals have that potential to be these teams for many years to come, battling it back and forth. They already don't like each other with the whole Burrowhead, Arrowhead, the governor of mayor of Cincinnati or whatever speaking his stuff. You like the Ravens, David? Do you? I was looking at them. Who else? Who else? Who do we like in the AFC besides Kansas City? If we can't pick Kansas City, who do we like in the AFC? Do we like the Ravens at plus 950? Lamar comes back. They grab Odell. They grab well, obviously they have Mark Andrews. Zay Flowers. They draft Zay Flowers. That's the name I was thinking of. Young Kyle Hamilton. They have on defense, who I think is going to be good. Run game. We know that revolves around Lamar a little bit as well. But obviously the Ravens are right. Bills. Okay, so we think the Bills are going to keep going, keep doing their thing. We're waiting for Buffalo to get over that hump. We're wondering if Josh Allen can get Buffalo over that hump. I thought Bills had a good draft too. I like the tight end that they drafted, Kincaid. I think Kincaid has potential to be the next big tight end in the league. Because, exactly, the Bills always disappoint. I'll say it. The Bills always somehow find out a way to disappoint. Because I like Buffalo. I love me some Josh Allen. Love Stephon Diggs. I do. But can they get over the hump? I expect Buffalo to make the playoffs. If the Buffalo Bills don't make the playoffs, then they got to do something. So I expect the Buffalo Bills to make the playoffs. But what do they do when they get into the playoffs? Because every year they've choked, and they've choked pretty heavily. You saw Stephon Diggs walking away from the team last year. Frustrated. Yeah. Aren't we all due? I'm due too. I'm due to hit on the slot machines, but it ain't happening. But anyway, I'm due to hit a card in a break. You know what I mean? Instead I'd be getting, oh God. Do you, Scott? Do you think that the Jets are going to be a big disappointment to Aaron Rodgers? I feel like Aaron Rodgers makes everybody around him better. I saw that Aaron Rodgers texted Jordan Love before camp started and said, be yourself, enjoy it. Good looks. That's good looks. Do we think Aaron Rodgers is going to benefit Zach Wilson? Because we saw Zach Wilson has been a disaster, but I don't think that it's a bad thing for Zach Wilson to sit behind Aaron Rodgers. No, I do not. But I don't know, man. Now, my partner, the Notorious, my guy, been my partner here for a long time. He's a Jets fan, right? So he's hyped. And they might sign and that whole Dalvin Cook stuff. See, I don't know, Scott. I don't know. Early look, God, I like the Jets. I do. Now, do I think Aaron Rodgers is going to walk in there year one with the New York Jets and go to the Super Bowl? Win the AFC? That's a tough call. But I'd sprinkle a little bit on a plus 1,000, I think, for them to win the conference. And I'm not talking like definitely I'm not gonna put my house on it. That's for sure. That's for sure. Because Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid and Kelsey and those guys they're out for blood. They're trying to create a dynasty here, which they already are. But yeah, Kansas City in the AFC is they're gonna be hard to beat. And I know they have the Bengals and the Bills. Somebody did say the Chargers in there. And there's another thing. I feel like the Chargers keep getting better. I hate to say this. I love Justin Herbert. But can he win? Joe Burrow has been winning forever. High school, college, now in the NFL. A couple other guys, winners. Justin Herbert. Great quarterback. Doing great things out on the football field. Setting records as a rookie. We don't want to see anybody pull a Russell Wilson. And as a matter of fact, I need Russell Wilson to kind of bounce back this year with Denver. I need Russell Wilson to bounce back this year with Denver. If you're just coming into the live, let me know you're here so I can say hi. But yeah, I need Russell Wilson to bounce back in Denver because he's one of my quarterbacks too in my Dynasty Fantasy Football League. David Taylor, completely agree. Completely agree. They have a young Justin Herbert, who is a baller, and then their coaches and management do dumb shit. There's no reason that the Chargers should have lost to the Jaguars last year. But guess what? Here comes Trevor Lawrence, a winner. Gets the job done. Gets the job done. That's not Herbert. That wasn't Herbert's fault, though. But there's no reason they should have allowed Jaguars to come back and win that game. No, absolutely no way. No stinking way should the Chargers have lost that game in the playoffs. If Denver is not improved, well, Denver gets, well, I agree with Bosa as well, Joey Bosa. Denver goes and well, while we're on it, while we're talking about the AFC West, may as well talk about the AFC West. I didn't even have anything much written about the AFC West, but here we are. Listen, Kansas City, they're at the top. Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. Everyone's trying to top Kansas City. I picked the Jags that game too, Peas Picks. I picked the Jags that game too, and I was like biting my lip, but it was really exciting to watch them come back. But hell yeah, Peas Picks. Jacksonville, that was a good win. But Chiefs all day. Obviously. But I think that more teams in that division can make the playoffs. Right? Chargers should be able to make the playoffs. Will Denver improve? They go get Sean Payton. Sean Payton drafts Marvin Mims. If you're looking for fantasy football, or if you're doing any rookie drafts like that, Sean Payton drafted Marvin Mims, brother of Denzel Mims, I believe, as his first wide receiver of his new team. Which means I feel like Marvin Mims, Sean Payton likes him. That's who he wants to be there as a wide receiver. So I look for big things to come from Marvin Mims. I hope so. They have Javonte Williams. I don't know what his injury status is like this year. But Russell Wilson. I need him. I don't know about you guys, but I need Russell Wilson because he was so bad last year I can't even trade him away. And yeah, I'm kind of stuck with him in my Dynasty Fantasy Football League. So I need Russell Wilson to be good. Kind of. If not, then it's Geno, and I need him to be good. One of those guys. I'm not strong at quarterback. I'm really strong at wide receiver. And we do defensive players and stuff like that. I have a good defense. I was good enough for third last year. But who's gone from the Patriots defense? I didn't even know we were talking about the Patriots. Scott, I did see that. I did see that Giolito gave up 9 runs. I am doing a free play. I was, before a lot of you guys got here, we were talking about MLB, which I did hit my first premium pick in the MLB today on another no-run first inning. We've been really cashing them in, but I have more picks coming, premium picks today. If anybody does want to get on for Wild Wednesday, it's $14.99. That's over there. And I am running the rest of my MLB season today for $155. We still have a lot of baseball left to play with the entire month of August. We have September. We have October. But I was looking at the Cubs today at 8 o'clock, 8:05 p.m. Eastern time. Cubs versus Reds. The total set at 10.5. 10.5. Smiley, 4.75 ERA. Brandon Williams, 4.48 ERA. I am betting the over in that game. Over 10.5. It was 9.5. It jumped to 10.5. And the over has hit 8 straight times between the Cubs and the Reds. Just saying. I'm probably gonna put that play out on TikTok as like a free play, but I am betting that. And then I have more premium action today. We still have a lot of action going on today. 3 more picks yet. So if you do want to jump on that, go over to my video, or it's on my community page, or hit the website. Wild Wednesday, $14.99. Select Benny as your handicapper. And then I have my other specials going on. The month for $250. That's under 10 a day. The week, rest of the week, $79.99. All sports, all picks. We do have UFC this weekend. We have Sandhagen versus Rob Font. Sandhagen versus Rob Font in the UFC. So, you like the over in the Ben Dog. I'm a real person, baby. In the flesh. I'm real. Twirling. I'm twirling. I'm twirling, baby. Just got myself dizzy. But yeah, I'm not just the man in the box all the time. Coming to say hello. I'm going to be doing at least a weekly check-in every single week. Now, especially leading up to football season. And I'm going to talk to Jimmy because I want to do this like rapid fire thing I was thinking about, where we print out a list of team totals for the NFL for this year. And we don't really look at them, even though I already kind of looked at some of them, which I'm not really going to talk about team totals today because I want to do this with Jimmy. But set a time and a date. Print out these sheets. Me and Jimmy will go through, we'll mark them, and then we'll do a rapid fire. Over, like it'll go Cardinals, over under 4.5 wins. Jimmy's going to say over or under. Falcons, over under 8.5 wins. Jimmy's going to say over or under. And I'm going to fill my sheet out too. And then we're going to rapid fire it. And then we'll compare at a later date. We'll compare at a later date. No cheating. Just go down the list. Bang, 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 bang. First look. Ting, 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 ting. And we're just going to go over, under, over, under, over, under. If you guys want to prepare your own rapid fire sheet on team totals this year, over, under, maybe we'll do something like that. I didn't even run this by Jimmy yet, so I'm hoping that we'll do this. I don't know if I don't have like anything to text Jimmy right now to tell him that I'm even live, but if anybody wants to tell him, we could talk about it right now. We could talk about it right now if Jimmy were to come in on this live, but I don't know how to get a hold of him because I'm recorded from my phone right now. So, but I do think that's a good idea. Now we talked a little bit about the AFC West. We talk about the AFC as a conference. Yeah, shame. I think that's a good idea. I do. I think that's a good idea. And we'll set a date and a time. I'm thinking like, is Friday night good for you guys? Do you guys go out and party or anything like that? Like, I don't party. So, like Friday night, TGIF, Steve Urkel, Step by Step. Like Friday night, 8 o'clock. Oh my God. Like how late? Because I would want to do it in like the evening. I know it's never going to work for everybody. Okay. Okay, shame, shame. Now don't get me wrong. I am I didn't even talk to Jimmy about this yet, but we are definitely going to make it happen. I do want people to have time to know when it will be. Uh, so I don't know. What's today? Wednesday? Maybe this Friday, maybe next Friday, something like that. But I do know that we're going to start doing some more lives as we, um, especially as we gear up for this NFL season. Now, if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, by the way, if you're here watching and you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, please do that. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay? And give me a thumbs up. They all help. Those thumbs ups really help me. I don't know if you guys know that or not. So if you're not thumbing my videos up, please do that because they really help me. I would appreciate it very much. If you want to share it to your friends, go for it. If not, that's okay. But they definitely help me. Hell yeah, Scott. Hell yeah. And then if you're on TikTok, I just saw Stan started following me on TikTok. It's the same name, at Ghost Picks Benny. And it's like shorter videos. It's like 60 seconds. Bang, bang, bang. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever's giving me those thumbs up. I know that you watch a video and you don't think about it, but it's really easy. You just click the thumbs up and it helps. It definitely helps. It helps with algorithms on YouTube. Hey, effing Bob. Yeah, I'm chilling, baby. I want to come in and say hi. I'm going to be doing this at least every week, once a week. And we were just talking. I haven't reached out to Jimmy yet, but I do want to do this live thing with Jimmy because we're gearing up for NFL season. I'm sure Jimmy's going to be on board. Jimmy's always down to grind. You know what I mean? Jimmy's always down to grind, and I think we could have some fun with it. Doing like this NFL live thing that that I thought about in my head about just doing like a quick bang bang over under for every single team in the NFL and then kind of comparing lists. So we're going to start planning on that. I'm sure Jimmy will want to do it. I just got to reach out to him and talk about it. He's a busy guy. I'm a busy guy. So yeah, NFC, the NFC conference this year, I think is a little bit more wide open than the AFC. AFC, you have the Kansas City Chiefs. Then you have the Buffalo Bills. Then you have the Cincinnati Bengals. Then it kind of drops off from there to the Baltimore Ravens, New York Jets, Chargers, stuff like that. NFC, got the Eagles, plus 250 to win the conference. You got the 49ers, plus 400 to win the conference. Cowboys, plus 600 to win the conference. You're looking at the Dallas Cowboys as the third best overall team to win the conference in the NFC. And then after that, it drops to the Detroit Lions at plus 1,100. And then everybody where after that is lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. So you're telling me two teams from the NFC East are the top three, are in the top three to win the NFC division conference according to the odds, according to DraftKings. To win the NFC East, Eagles are minus 135. Cowboys are plus 190. Giants are plus 850. Commanders, who I do think will be better, are plus 1,600. The NFC East has the tendency to never repeat division winners. This year, I think that the Eagles are going to repeat the division in the NFC. I love their draft too. They go out and they draft more Georgia Bulldogs on defense. They draft all these, son of a bitch. Just came up on my phone that Ellie De La Cruz is not going to be in the lineup tonight for the Reds, which I've just been here talking about betting the Cubs Reds over 10.5. So I'm gonna once I get off, I'll see where that number drops to, and if not, I'll put a different free play on YouTube, but on TikTok. But we do have the Mariners coming up here very shortly. I don't even know what time it is, but should be coming up shortly. But yes, the Philadelphia Eagles, I do think are going to win the NFC East back-to-back. Cowboys, I don't know, man. I'm sure Cowboys fans would disagree with me, though, right? And can Dak Prescott, can he get it going, right? Tony Pollard, it's his time to shine now. CD Lamb. I do like I always like the Cowboys secondary, right? I've always had those guys on my fantasy football team for my defenders. I've had Donovan Wilson. I've had, God, I can't think of their names now. But anyway, Giants made the playoffs last year. Giants made the playoffs last year. Oh, you like the Are you a Cowboys fan? Shame, shame. I don't even know. I don't even know you guys' favorite teams. Maybe we should do something like that so I know your favorite teams. But oh, good. Well, I'm an Eagles fan, in case you didn't know. But can't remember what I was. Oh, Giants. Daniel Jones. So listen, when I started collecting sports cards, it was 2019. So it was Kyler Murray's rookie year. It was Daniel Jones's rookie year. And I was getting tons of Kyler Murray's. And Kyler Murray was selling like crazy, right? His cards were worth a ton of money. And I'm holding them, right? Because I actually believed in Kyler. I believed in Kyler. And I had some Daniel Joneses. Still have some Daniel Joneses. But I sold some of the Daniel Joneses. And now all of a sudden, Danny Dimes is like up here compared to Kyler Murray, who is now down here. Kyler Murray's like working his way right out of the league. If Kyler don't do something this year, he's going to be gone. They're going to get another quarterback. He's going to be gone. I was just looking at this. Speaking of Ellie De La Cruz, that's like a $400 card right there. Ellie De La Cruz on-card autograph. That kid's a generational talent. He's a beast. I think it's hard to go against the Eagles. Do you think that, in all honesty, do you think there's a chance of a repeat Super Bowl? Kansas City versus Philly. Do you think Philly, all right, you're looking at the Phillies right now, like how they were in the World Series and then they come back this year and they're not as good. Do you think that could happen this year to the Eagles? Well, I was looking at Detroit, and I think Detroit and Chicago, I think the Chicago Bears have a very good shot as well to take the NFC North. I think that's another division that I think is wide open. Rodgers leaves, even though Rodgers didn't do shit last year with the Packers, but now it's Jordan Love. The Vikings, I think, will still be good. I don't know what's going to happen with Jordan Addison doing 140 miles an hour, triple the speed limit, but he's a good player that they pair up with Justin Jefferson now. As we talked about, Adam Thielen departs. Yeah, it's hard to repeat a Super Bowl, Funny Bones. Really, truly, it is. It is hard to repeat a Super Bowl. All right, Funny Bones, or anybody who says no. Do we think that the Chiefs will be in the Super Bowl again this year? I kind of agree with I don't think the Eagles, I'm an Eagles fan, but it's hard to make it back. But they did make some really good off-season moves in the draft. I really love what the Eagles did with their draft. Getting in Jalen Carter and then getting in the other Georgia Bulldogs guy, Nolan Smith. And then they pair him up with Jordan Davis, who's a monster, right? So they're getting better on defense. And I love that. So I love that they back-to-back years they draft Georgia Bulldogs defenders. These guys already know each other. They've already played with each other. The camaraderie is there. It should make it for an easier transition into the NFL. And the Georgia Bulldogs defense have been no joke now for a couple of years. So they draft these guys in. All right, here's a question about Miami. Will it be Tua? Yeah, I think, obviously, I do. Like, I was just talking about this earlier, Funny Bones, in the live. I think the Chiefs and the Bengals have this rivalry because they already don't like each other. So I think the Bengals and the Chiefs have this rivalry that's going to happen for years to come. Kind of like Colts Patriots, Brady Manning, like Patriots Steelers had a pretty wicked rivalry there during those years. You know what I mean? So I think, yeah, like Bengals and Chiefs, like all that Burrowhead shit that they talked about last year, and then Kelsey comes back after they win the Super Bowl and talks crap back on the mayor and then all that stuff. So there is bad blood brewing there. Burrow is a winner. Joe Burrow is a winner. We just saw Joe Burrow had a scare with that strain, that muscle strain, but he got carted off the field. And anytime you see that Joe Burrow gets carted off the field, you drop what you're doing and you go check out why. When I saw that, I dropped everything that I was doing. My heart dropped into my stomach, and I had to go check out why Joe Burrow is getting carted off the field, right? We never want to see that. Then we find out it's a strain, even though those are very painful. Should be all right. So, yeah. Okay. And Joe Burrow's a winner, too. We saw it at LSU, high school, LSU, all the way up. I do think Joe Burrow is going to, at some point, win a Super Bowl. Will it be this year? Will it be a battle? Again, with Mahomes this year to win a Super Bowl. Can Buffalo Bills get over the hump? Will the Jets come up and surprise people? Chargers, Ravens. Huh? I don't know. To me, it's Chiefs or Bengals. Or I think, dare I say Jets. Dare I say Jets. Bills have to prove me wrong. The Buffalo Bills have to prove me wrong because I love them and then they don't get over the hump. Buffalo Bills have to prove me wrong and LA Chargers have to prove me wrong. Those are two teams that have to prove me wrong. Because right now I'm Bengals and I'm Chiefs. And I would say Ravens and Jets. I like them both. I do. I think they have a shot. I do, depending on health, all obviously. And then in the NFC, it's the Eagles, the 49ers, the Cowboys, the Lions. They're the top four teams to win the conference. I think that the NFC conference is way more wide open. I think the NFC conference is way more wide open. I don't think I'm going to bet the Eagles. I don't know. I don't even like betting on my team a lot of times. But I'm not overly sold on the 49ers either. Kind of. I know they're going to be good, the 49ers, but I'm not overly sold on the 49ers. If you talk to Jimmy, I know Jimmy's going to bet. He's diehard Eagles, too. He's definitely going to just hammer the Eagles, I'm sure of it. Plus 250, minus 135 to win the NFC East. They're minus 135 to win the NFC East for a future. That kind of is telling you pretty favored. But yeah, you think the Eagles are just going to go right back to the Super Bowl like that? You think they're just going to stroll right back into the Super Bowl? They were dominant last year. The Eagles were definitely dominant last year. They were. The NFC North, again, is interesting to me. The NFC South, even though I think they're going to be a bad division, that's also interesting to me. But the NFC North, I love the Lions with Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams whenever he's out there, Malcolm Rodriguez, Aiden Hutchinson. Man, they could have a potentially dangerous team, scary team. Jahmyr Gibbs. They get rid of Swift, who goes to the Eagles, as a matter of fact. I don't know what the Eagles are going to do with their running back situation because they have a big slew of them. Yeah, Jim Kelly got them there. He did four straight times, too. That's an accomplishment. That's really hard to do. Really hard to do. I don't know if we'll ever see that again. Eagles also had those years with Andy Reid where they made the NFC Championship like every year. That was pretty neat, too. That's when I was growing up. That's when I was in high school. And the Eagles were in the NFC Championship every year. And I freaking love Andy Reid. He is my favorite person of all time. Like, I love Andy Reid. I love Donovan McNabb. I love T.O. Oh, because of those years. Brian Dawkins, Brian Westbrook. I love those guys. I love those guys. Give me Donovan McNabb all day, baby. Puking in the huddle. But I love Andy Reid. That is why I still root for the Kansas City Chiefs. I love Andy Reid. I do. You can never make me not love Andy Reid. Andy Reid could probably kill somebody tomorrow and I would still love him. Seriously. I love that guy. And I love Doug Peterson too. But and he's obviously the coach of the Jags, so I'd be low-key rooting for Jacksonville too. Feel me? You feel me? I ain't got much love for Chip Kelly, but that's all right. Lions, Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings. It's a wide open division. Wide open division. I think Justin Jefferson's going to beast all over again. I don't think Kirk Cousins gets enough credit as a quarterback. He doesn't. Kirky does not get enough credit as a quarterback. The Lions, I think, are going to be better. They're going to be good. Lions were good last year, I thought. Packers. So Rodgers leaves, everybody forgets about the Packers, right? It's another team. I feel that way about the Rams. They have a bad year. Everybody forgets about them. But yeah, Green Bay. Jordan Love, we'll see. But the run game, recency bias is real. It's a mind game. Recency bias is a real thing. You look at how good the Rams have been, right? You look at how good the Rams have been, and then all of a sudden, they win that Super Bowl, and then they go like this. They have a bad year. Matthew Stafford was never healthy last year. Matthew Stafford was never healthy last year. Even in the games he played, Matthew Stafford was never healthy. Now, I know they're not the same team that they were 2 years ago. And we just saw that Cooper Kupp hurt his hamstring. That's a nagging injury that could affect him all season long. That's not good. So that would be a red flag for me with the Rams. But say Cooper Kupp is fine and healthy, and they have Sean McVay as their coach. Don't sleep on the Rams. I'm telling you, don't sleep on the Rams. I think the Rams are my long shot sprinkle. I do. I want to look a little bit at see what's going on with Cooper Kupp a little bit more. But the Rams are going to be my long shot sprinkle. For the NFC. For the NFC. The odds for them to win the NFC conference is plus 4,500. Extra sauce, baby. What it do, baby? Hit that thumbs up. If y'all are in here, hit that thumbs up. Hand hearts. Give me some hand hearts. Follow me on TikTok at GhostPicksBenny. We have more action today too. We're coming up on an hour here. I'm gonna cut it off here in a second because I don't want to talk about everything now either. I want to be able to do more live feeds. And again, like I said, I'm going to talk with Jimmy about going live, discussing NFL, planning it a little more. But you can't expect a weekly check-in from me like this, about an hour long. You feel me? About an hour long, sometimes maybe a little more, give or take. Maybe a little less, give or take, if I'm doing other stuff. But yeah, you can kind of expect me to be here once a week just to say hello. We have UFC this weekend. I am running my MLB season today for $155. I agree, David. I love me some Doug Peterson. And I love me some T-Law. I'm sitting on a nice collection of Trevor Lawrence cards, hoping for them to go up. But yeah, I know a lot of you guys are already on with me for the MLB season. We already started off the day nicely, and we have more action to come. We have a free play coming. I'm still on, baby, but I'm about to be getting off, though. Okay? I am about to be getting off. But yeah. Hey, Scott, Rams are my long shot. And that goes back to recency bias. Rams come off a Super Bowl, and then all of a sudden they're bad last year, and they're really bad. all of a sudden everybody forgets about them. Are we going to forget about Aaron Donald? Are we going to forget about Cooper Kupp? Are we going to forget about Matt Stafford and how good they were a couple of years ago? Are we going to forget about Sean McVay and how good of a coach he is and how players like to play for that guy? That guy knows what he's doing. I like Shanahan too. I do. I really do like Shanahan as well. But take it. Shame. Take. Yeah. No, I know. So, David, that is the one thing that that I've been talking about. Because this is what started me on all of this. I had been looking at the Rams for futures all day yesterday, and then at 2 a.m. last night, I get the notification that Cooper Kupp injures his hamstring and he's going to end up missing time. And we all know hamstring injuries can be brutal, and that if Cooper Kupp is hurt, it's dead in the water to me. Like, if he's not going to play, that everything I'm saying is kind of dead in the water to me. Yep. Those injuries linger all year long, and that's very unfortunate. It is, because nobody could stop Cooper Kupp out on the field. So, yes, everything that I'm saying about the Rams all depends on Cooper Kupp, because we looked at last year when Stafford was never fully healthy. A lot of those guys were never fully healthy, and they had a bad year. So, yes, everything that I am saying, though, still, it revolves around health. Health matters. So Cooper Kupp's health is huge. But yes, they have Aaron Donald. Yes, they have a good coach in Sean McVay who will figure things out. Yes, I still say, don't sleep on the Rams. They are worth a look. They are worth a look. And yes, somebody was talking about the Jaguars too. Doug Peterson, winning coach. Trevor Lawrence is a winning quarterback. He's like the same as Burrow. Every year of his career, every stage of his career, Trevor Lawrence is a winner. Okay? Give the Jags a look. Give the Jaguars a look. You know? Just looking at teams like, because if we don't agree that it's going to be Eagles and Chiefs in the Super Bowl this year, unless you think it's going to be a repeat Super Bowl, hey, hold on to Zach Wilson. He's sitting behind Aaron Rodgers. All right? Hold on. If you have a Zach Wilson auto, sit on that. He's sitting behind, hold that. He's sitting behind Aaron Rodgers. I think he'll benefit from that. But if you don't think that the Chiefs and the Eagles are going to repeat in the Super Bowl, then we got to start looking elsewhere, right? Shame does think that they're going to repeat. So if you think they're going to repeat, I would love for that to happen. You are like sports cards, David? Hold them. Hold them. I think he's going to benefit from sitting behind Aaron Rodgers. As a matter of fact, you could buy Zach Wilson autos low right now. You can get them low and hold them. I think it could pay off. Could pay off. Yeah, I mean, like, that NFC is wide open. Do you think so, David? Right now, the Eagles are minus 135 to win the division. The Cowboys are plus 190 to win the division. The Eagles are plus 250 to win the NFC East. The Cowboys are plus 600 to win the to win the NFC conference. So it goes Eagles, 49ers, Cowboys. They have the Cowboys up there pretty damn high. Now, is that because it's America's team? Is it because the Cowboys are popular? Is it because they're probably one of the most popular teams in the country and the world? And they know people are going to bet them? I don't know, but they're up there. They're ranked high up there. But NFC long shots, Rams, that NFC North division, I think is could produce some winners. The NFC North, I think, could produce some winners. Lions, Bears, I think could be dangerous. Call it now. Call it now. Call your shot. Cowboys versus Jets in the Super Bowl. That'd be cool. I'd be cool with that. It's hard to go against the Chiefs, but hey, man, it's hard to get to the Super Bowl back-to-back years. So It is. It's freaking hard. But listen, I'm going to talk to Jimmy about doing that live thing, whether it's this Friday, next Friday. We'll figure out a time and date and we'll announce it. Oh, that would be sick. I didn't even think of that narrative. I didn't think of that narrative. McCarthy versus Aaron Rodgers. Boy, I'd love to see that. I would love to see that. I really would. We talked a little bit about the Falcons and the Panthers, but I do want to save more to talk about in future lives to come. There's more stuff to talk about, but it is NFL time. Oh, no, I ain't forgetting about the 49ers. Hell no. And as a matter of fact, the 49ers are going to have that chip on their shoulder because of what the Eagles did to them in the NFC Championship. I ain't forgetting about the 49ers. Okay? I am not at all by any means forgetting about the 49ers. I love Kyle Shanahan as a coach. Loved him when he was in Atlanta. And I love Kittle. I love Debo. I love Nick Bosa. All of those guys. Wow, so we do have people think it's going to be a back-to-back Super Bowl. Eagles versus Chiefs. I ain't complaining about that. I love Andy Reid and I love the Philadelphia Eagles, so I'm not complaining about that. And I love Patrick Mahomes. I absolutely love Patrick Mahomes. Somebody was saying about the Patriots guy, who the cornerback, I still don't remember what that was about. I did see Jack Jones for the Patriots got arrested with guns or something like that. We didn't talk too much about the AFC East, but we are going to dive into more. You are going to see me here every week, at least once a week to check in. But then I do want to talk to Jimmy about doing live stuff as the NFL comes along, because the NFL is here. Okay? The NFL is here. It's going to be here very shortly. If you want to jump on the rest of my MLB season, it's $155 today. $155 flat. Steven, man, gosh, crap. I'm about to leave. But I do love Stephen Hairston. I love me some Stephen Hairston. We're going to talk a lot of football. Steven, I am going to be doing this every week, okay? At least once a week. But today, these are just check-ins. I want to just say hi to everybody, talk about a little stuff, talk about NFL. But I'm going to have more planned lives so that you can know when to be there. And I'm going to be planning lives with Ghost Picks Jimmy. I'm going to be planning lives with... Jimmy don't know it yet. Jimmy don't know it yet. I have to kind of ask him about it and tell him about it and let him know that we're going to be doing some live feeds about the NFL. But I have a good idea planned where we're going to do a rapid fire team total for every single team in the NFL, but no thought behind it. We're just going to rattle off over, under, over, under, over, under. So if you guys want to participate in that, we'll do some type of participation in that. We talked a little bit about some long shots today to win futures in the NFL. Steven, I'm glad you're having a good day. I know I started 1-0 in the MLB. I don't even know what time it is, so I don't even know where my other plays are at. I know I have another play starting here very soon. But yeah, I'm going to check off. I'm going to get off. Great chat. Great chat. We in here, baby. Team Benny, I'm a real person. I'm a real human being. I'm here. I'm here. What it do, David? You know it. You know it. We're cashing in on those no run first innings, that's for sure. We're cashing in on those no run first innings, that's for sure. But hey, listen, I'm going to check off. I'm going to get off. I'm going to check out. I'll talk to you guys very soon, guys and gals. And if you're not following me on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, please follow me. Hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it very much. Yes, he is. I agree. I agree with you, Scott K. We have some good camaraderie here. We're a good team at Ghost Picks ATS. Check me out. Okay? Later, Tater. As always, good luck. God bless. Grind on, baby. Cheers.